The final score is San Francisco 38, Dallas 28. The king is dead. Long live the king.
Everyone was excited about getting this season underway and putting all the speculation to rest as to what kind of team we were going to have and how good we were going to be and how we were going to handle certain things. And now that we've gotten this one behind us, the hard part is doing it week in and week out.
I want to ask you about your owner, Jerry Jones, and all the controversy that has been surrounding him. What's it like for the players with this circus atmosphere, whether it's celebrities and so forth on the sidelines or licensing deals outside the context of NFL properties? What's it like for the players?
We really don't pay that much attention to it. The one thing we understand is that Jerry is a pretty controversial individual, and he's going to do things on his own terms. And I think on the one hand, you've got to respect that. And I know personally, on the other hand, then I could see where maybe some other people might be concerned by some of his actions. But I say that, and to the best of my knowledge, Jerry has not done anything that has been wrong. He certainly has pushed the envelope to the edge on a number of occasions, but I think that in time we'll all find out that whether or not the actions that Jerry's taken with the different deals that he's worked out will better serve the NFL in the long term, or if they may be the very thing that destructs the NFL.
Certain teams are dominated by the coach. Don Shula in Miami, Jimmy when he was here with the Cowboys. Is this more of a player's team than a coach's team?
It is probably more of an assistant coach and player's team than it is a head coach's team. You know, certainly when Jimmy was here, it was very much a head coach team. Jimmy kind of tended to be the dominating influence on everybody, and Barry has a different demeanor than what Jimmy had. The players at least understand how he's going to react and what we can expect of him, and in return what he can expect of us.
How do you get the drive to want to win again after you have had success and then it's been eliminated?
I've never heard an athlete say it, but I've often heard media or fans say it, that if a team makes it to the Super Bowl, the reason that they didn't fare very well the next year or they declined was because they became complacent and lost their desire. And I really have a hard time with that, because I've been in 2 Super Bowls, and there's nothing I want more than to make it to 3. You know, I feel that once you've been to that game, then nothing else matters anymore, because it is the greatest thing in the world to be able at the end of the season to say that you're world champs.
Troy Aikman. What strikes you the most about Troy, Joe?
Greg, when you stand on the sideline and coach against this guy, the thing that kind of jumped out at me when I'm standing over there on the sideline in Washington is how big this guy is. I mean, we could get pressure back in there and kind of knock him around a little bit, but he is so big and strong, he can just ward that off, move, and throw the football. The other thing is, I talked to Ernie Zampese, who coaches him, and he says, Joe, we actually go for a whole practice and the ball will not hit the ground. This guy is very, very accurate, and the other thing, he is fearless. When you watch him in there, Ernie says, hey, this guy has no thought but where's the receiver and how do I get the ball to him?
Mike, should a head coach take offense when he hears Troy Aikman say that the Dallas Cowboys are a players and assistant coaches team?
Well, I don't know about Barry Switzer, but I know darn well I would take offense to it, because I think a football team has to be a reflection of its head coach. You look at some of the great teams in the history of the National Football League. You look at the Green Bay Packers under Lombardi. You look at the Cowboys under Coach Landry. You look at the Redskins under Joe Gibbs. You look at the Giants under Parcells. You look at the Miami Dolphins under Shula. They become a reflection of the head coach. And to say what he said, really, you're saying the head coach doesn't have very much input in what's going on.
All right, gentlemen, the Cowboys and the Broncos coming up at 4 Eastern time.